A very good morning to class 6 student. Class 6 student, now we are in the third chapter. Learn to use MS Excel. Learn to use MS Excel is the name of the chapter. In this chapter, we already completed the half of the chapter. Now the next topic is changing cell content. Changing cell contents means the contents which are looking in the table, how we are going to change them. We can see the content either in character or numbers, not only in the cell but also in the formula bar. To enter, type content in the formula bar, either press enter key or press the enter button. Press on the left formula bar. Can modify the cell content by the following ways. We can modify the cell content by uh, two ways, by replacing cell content or by using edit mode. Through edit mode we can change the cell. By replacing cell content means we can replace the cell content by using the following steps. These are the steps through which we can change the cell content. We can replace the cell content by using the following steps. Select the cell from which we want to replace the content. For example, here we have select the cell B4. Here B4 is selected. Now type the required data is that cell and press enter key to enter button. You will observe the number 59 in the cell B4 will be replaced by the number 58. Yes. Alternatively, double click on the cell B4 and press the insert key from the keyboard. Type the number in the cell. You will observe that the previous number will be replaced by this new number. So this one is the method through which we can change the edit the number. Edit means whenever we are going to do some changes on the numbers is called the edit. If you want to do some changes on the particular document. Using edit mode. Using edit mode means let us follow the given steps to understand it. First of all, select the cell for which we want to edit the content. For example, here we have selected the cell B4. The B4 cell is selected. Yes. Observe the change of mode from ready to edit on the left side of the status bar. Select the data in the cell you want to change. For example, select the digit 9 of the number 59 in the cell and replace it with the digit 8 and press the enter key or enter button. You will observe the number 59 will be replaced with the number 58 and the edit mode of the status bar will be changed to the ready mode. So this one is the method through which we can do the changes, and changes are done within a few minutes. Now moving forward to the next, using undo and redo features. All of you know the meaning of undo and redo because you have read these things in your previous classes. Undo means whenever we are going to do a changes whatever we have done, and redo again the same things can be happened. So at the definitions are already written over here. To cancel the last changes in a cell, whenever we are going to cancel the last changes in a cell or retrieve the last cancelled data, we use undo and its command respectively. The cancel the last action performed, click on the undo button. Whenever we are going to cancel the last action performed, then what we do, click on the undo button on the quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar is the ribbon which is in the top of the screen of the computer. To retrieve the last cancelled data, if you want to retrieve means whenever we want we want the cancelled data, whatever we have cancelled we want again that particular data. What we will do, we click on redo button. To retrieve a cancelled data, we click on redo button on the quick access toolbar. So these are the functions of undo and redo. So working with rows and columns, all of you know that the Excel worksheets are depend on Excel worksheets are made by rows and columns. So when a new Excel workbook is created, all the rows and columns are set at the same height and width respectively. All of you have seen the Excel workbook in your computers, school computer. Excel allow us to change the width of the column. If you want to change the width of the column, you can, and also the height of the rows in different ways. Yes. uh, Before that, I tell you one thing. The shortcut key of undo is Control Z. All of you know that. But some one of you don't know about the shortcut key of redo. So, students, memorize this one. The control key of redo is Control plus Y. Okay, Control plus Y. So I'm telling you, working with rows and columns. If you want to change the height and the width of the columns, you can. Excel allow us to change the width of the column and also height of the row in different ways. The default width of the column is 8.43. This means the approximately 8 characters of the default font can fit into a cell. But to modify the column, if you want to modify the column, you can place your mouse on the border of the column. What you can do is place your mouse on the border of the column in the column heading, so the width cross sign becomes double arrow key. Click the drag the double arrow key to right side to increase the column width. To decrease the column width, drag it to the left. When you release the mouse, the column width in your worksheet will be changed. So I again tell you the same thing. To modify the column width, what you have to do, place your mouse on the border of the column in the column heading, so the width cross plus sign becomes a double arrow key. Click the drag and double arrow key to right side to increase the column width, or to decrease the column width, drag it to the left. When you are going to release the mouse, the column width is your worksheet will be changed. So automatically it happens whenever you are going to do a practice on that. Automatically you get the arrow keys over there, right? And the next topic is to set column width a specific measurement. If you want to set the column width with a specific measurement, you can do that, because we get these type of options with us. What you need to do is click on the column header of the column you want to modify. जिस भी column को modify करना चाहते हैं, you have to click on that, type a quoted from the document or the summary of the interesting point. You can position the text box wherever in the document. Use the drawing tool tab to change the format of the text box. On the home tab in the cell group, click on the format command. The format drop down menu appears. Select column width. You have to select the column width, whatever you want. The column width dialog box appear. Automatically the dialog box appeared, and you have to write down the width whatever you want. Type the desired column width and click on OK. After going to click on OK, automatically the width of the cell increases. Then to modify a row height. If you want to modify the row height, what you need to do is place your mouse on the border of the row in the row heading, so the cross becomes a double arrow. Double arrow means you right now you are ready to drag that columns. Click and drag the double arrow key downwards or increase the row height. To decrease the row height, drag it upward. If you want to increase the row height, you have to decrease the row height. You can drag the mouse. When you release the mouse, the row height in your worksheet will be changed. Automatically it be changed. So through these methods we can set the column width and the specific measurement. So modify the row heights. We can do that whatever we want. Now moving forward to the next one. To set a row height and a specific measurement. If you want, this one is the method through without a measurement whenever we are going to increase the height of a row and column. So through measurement, to set a row height with a specific measurement, click on the column header of the column you want to modify. On the home tab in the cell group, click on the format command. The format drop down menu appears. Select the row height. Whatever row height you want, you have to write it down over there. The row height dialog box appear. You have to write down over there how much height you want. Type the desired row height and click on OK. Automatically the height gets changed. To insert a new column, what you need to do is these all things are depend on the practical. Whenever you are going to do a practical, definitely it's very easy. It's not too much hard, because whenever I am going to explain you, it's look like very difficult, but it's not difficult, because you get all the options in front of you in the topmost of your worksheet. All the options are available over there. You have to just click on that. Automatically you get a pop-up menu and you have to write down whatever you want, the size and the length and the width of the column. To insert a new row, select the row above which you want to insert a new row. On the home tab in the cell group, click on the insert command. The new row will appear above the selected row. So this one is the lengthy method, but the shortcut is what? If you want to insert a new row, what do you have to do? You have to select the row, then after you have to press Ctrl plus sign. With Ctrl you have to press plus sign, Ctrl plus sign. Through Ctrl plus sign you can increase the rows, and through Ctrl minus sign you can decrease the rows. That's it. So to insert a new column, what you have to do, select a column on the left which you want to insert a new column. For example, you want to insert a column between D and E. Select column E. First of all, you have to select column E. On the home tab in the cell group, click on the insert command. The new command will appear before the selected. Then to delete a row, what do you have to do? To delete a row, what do you have to do? Select the row you want to delete. The home tab in the cell group, click on the delete command. So after deleting a command, the row get deleted. So these are the options. Formatting a text. Formatting means whenever you are going to do some changes on the text is called formatting a text. Spreadsheet will hug data and figure can be difficult to read. It is advised to use text formatting, like applying different styles, fonts and color to make it more visual, appealing and easy to understand. We can format the text using commands on the home tab. To change the font, like to change the font, to change the font size. So how to change the font? Select the cell you want to modify, click on the drop down arrow. Next, the font, this type of font appears in front of you. Whenever you are going to click on drop down menu, font command on home tab, the font drop down menu display various fonts are available. Here you can see the various fonts are available. When you move the mouse over the fonts in the list, the text in the cell will appear in the same font. It automatically get changed. Select the desired font whatever you want. To change the font size, select the cell you want to modify. Click on the drop down arrow next to the font size command on the home tab. The font size drop down menu displays the font size. When you move your mouse over the font size in the list, the text in the small will appear the same size. So select your desired font font size whatever you want. So these are the options through which we can do the changes on the our document. And in the same manner we can will do the changes on the text also. To make a text bold, italic, underline, to select the font color whatever color we want, to fill a color in a cell if we want, copying and moving a data. If you want to copy a data, we can, all of you know that the shortcut of copy a data is Ctrl C and pasting a data is Ctrl plus V, right? So these are the options. Moving data around. Moving data around. To move a data from one position to another position, follow the steps given below. Select the data. First of all, you have to select the data you want to move. Please place the mouse pointer to edge of the selected cell जहाँ तक आपको move करना है. Now drag the selected area. What you have to do? You have to drag the selected area to the cell which you want to move the data and release the pointer. After releasing it, what had happened? Automatically your data location has been changed. So this one is the method. That one is called drag and drop also. So after that, wrapping a text. Wrapping a text means while entering the data into a cell of a worksheet, the text could be more than the cell can contain. We can increase the width of the column. We can increase the width of the column to accommodate the text merge that with the adjoining empty cell. If none of these options are available possible, then we can use the wrap text feature of Excel. The wrap text feature allows text to appear in multiple lines within the same cell. So these are the options. Autofill options. Autofill, Excel offers you a feature of automatically filling up the. Through these options, we have modified this type of table which you are going to see in your screens. Excel offers you the feature of automatically filling up the cell with numbers, text, etc. If you want to enter the series of days of the week, month of the year, the autofill command helps you automatically complete the series of the adjacent cell. No need to write it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because Excel allows you. Excel having this type of facility, you can through autofill you can do that. To repeat the value in cell, suppose you were writing the same data and you want to repeat the data in a cell below. Instead of retyping the text again and again in the cell, the autofill handle fill the data in a cell. We can fill the content of the cell either horizontally or vertically. Select the cell or cell containing the content you want to use. Place your mouse over the bottom right corner of the cell. The mouse pointer change from the white cross to black cross. Click and drag fill handle until all the cells you want to fill in highlighted. When you release the mouse, the cell will be filled with the same content as cell selected. To fill numerical series. How to fill a numerical series? What you need to do is, before reading this one, I tell you what you need to do is whenever you are going to fill a numerical series, you have to write only 3 numbers 1, 2, 3, and after 1, 2, 3 what you need to do is you have to select it all the 3 numbers, and then after you have to drag it to up to that position, in up to which position you want the numbers. Automatically it get changed. So let's read about this. Type the initial 3 values of the cell. Example 1, 2, 3. Select the 3 cells. Place your mouse over the bottom right corner of the last cell. The mouse pointer get changed from the white cross to a black cross. Click and drag the fill handle until all the cells you want to fill to highlighted. The cell will be displayed the number in series. When you release the mouse, the cell will be filled with the numeric series. If you want to fill only even numbers, then you have to type 2, 4, 6 in the first 3 cells respectively and repeat the above steps. The cell will be filled with the consecutive even numbers. Similarly, if you want to fill any series, type the first 3 numbers of the series and continue the above. Excel recognizes the pattern of the series and the first 3 entries. That's it. So this one is the method, right? So now moving forward, sorting a data. What does it mean? Sorting means whenever whenever we are going to type any typing or any type of data, after typing a data, if you want to organize it in a particular manner, like if you want to organize the data in alphabetical order or ascending order or descending order, whatever we want. So we are going to change it through ascending or descending. So that one is called the sorting of a data. Let us talk about this. Excel can hold enormous data, and it also offers various features to handle this data effectively. The sorting feature can sort the numerical data and from the last to the largest to the lowest value of the from the lowest to the largest value, means two types: largest to a lowest or lowest to a largest value, means A to Z, yes, Z to A. The data in the text format can be stored in alphabetical order A to Z or Z to A. All this can happen just at the click of a button, only just one click. Select the first letter of the data that you want to sort. On the data tab in the sort and filter group, click on the ascending command. Whenever you are going to click on ascending command, sort from A to Z, or the descending command Z to A. Automatically it gonna happen. The data in that column will be organized alphabetically. Automatically it would be happened. Numerical data can also be sorted by using the same command. Through same commands you can organize the numerical commands also, numeric values. The sorting option can also be found by the using home tab, compress into the sort and filter command. Again I am going to repeat this one. The sorting option can also be found on the home tab. It's also be found in home tab, compressed into the sort and filter command. Right. So now let us talk about the definition. Spreadsheet. What is spreadsheet? This is a document in a tabular format made up of rows and columns. Workbook. What is workbook? This is an Excel document that consists of worksheets. So many worksheets in a workbook. And what is worksheet? It consists of rows and columns that store data. And what is cell? It is formed by the intersection of rows and columns. And what is ribbon? This is the strip of button and icon located above the worksheet. Rows, these are the group of cell placed horizontally. Columns, these are the group of cells placed vertically. Active cell, this is the current selected cell. And cell range, it is a group of cells. So I send you the definitions as well, which you need to note down in your copies, and this fill ups and true false also, which you need to note it down in your classwork copies of computer. And the name box, what do you mean by a name box? It display the address of active cell, whatever the cell is selected. Formula bar is display the content of the cell. Merge and center, the feature of Excel. The feature of Excel combine many cells to form a big larger cell and place the text in the center. And wrap text, this feature allows text to appear in multiple lines within the same cell. Autofill, this command helps to automatically complete the series in the adjacent cell. Sorting, all of you know that the feature can be sort the numerical data and the text value in ascending or descending order. Now students, you need to note down the fill in the blanks and the true false in your classwork copies. Fill in the blanks, the first one, an Excel document is also known as workbook. The second one, a cell is formed by the intersection of rows and columns. Third one, the current selected cell is known as active cell. The formula bar display the content of the cell. The last one, the wrap text feature. The wrap text feature allows text to appear in multiple lines within the same cell. So these are the fill in the blanks which you need to note it down in your copies. And the true false, an Excel workbook can exist without any worksheet. False, because in Excel workbook there are 3 worksheets. Active cell is identified by the thick border. True. we cannot